One fan grabbed the ball right out of Brett Favre's hand, while another caused chaos by storming the field in a pink leotard. And it's shocking that a fan even cheered at an injured player. These are the NFL fan moments that cross the line. 1. Selling house for a ticket. Could you believe a fan who literally sold his home to get Super Bowl tickets? Now, we've all heard of people doing crazy things for their love of football, but this next story takes the cake. Meet our hero, a diehard Rams fan who loved his team so much that he sold his house to buy Super Bowl tickets. That's right, folks, he put his entire house on the market just to be able to watch his beloved team play in the Super Bowl. According to sources, this fan had been a Rams supporter for years and never missed a single game. So when the Rams made it to the Super Bowl in 2019, he knew that he had to be there to cheer them on. But there was just one problem. He didn't have the money to buy tickets. So what did he do? He decided to put his house up for sale and use the money to buy tickets to the big game. 2. Cheering on injury. In 1999, the Dallas Cowboys visited Veterans Stadium for a game against their longtime rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles. As the first quarter wound down, Aikman lobbed a short pass to Irvin, who was quickly down by consecutive hits from Eagles cornerback Bobby Taylor and then safety Tim Hawk. The second shot visibly unnaturally contorted Irvin's neck. The game passed as medics attended to Irvin, finally taking him off the field on a stretcher as he was unable to walk. Irvin recovered, but he never played another down in the NFL owing to that career-ending blow to the spine. However, the mood in the stadium wasn't entirely dour. A sizable contingent of home field Eagles fans erupted into cheers as the ailing Irvin was wheeled away. Eagles wide receiver Charles Johnson said, "I know our fans pride themselves on being tough, but that wasn't tough, that was just plain ignorant." 3. Ball snapping. Some super happy, crazy fans take their enthusiasm to extreme levels. For example, this chaotic man ran onto the field to steal the ball from Brett Favre. Gregory Gall made a run for it during a crucial point in the game between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The game was close, with Green Bay trailing 21-14 and only 28 seconds left on the clock. As Brett Favre, the Packers quarterback, prepared to make a pass from the Bengals' 28-yard line, Gall ran out onto the field and grabbed the ball out of Favre's hand. The officials immediately blew the whistle and halted the play, but Gall had already made his move. He evaded the security personnel and tried to make a run for the south end zone before finally getting tackled. He was charged with resisting arrest, criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct while intoxicated. It looks like he's gonna treasure that moment with Favre forever. 4. Bottlegate. During a game in 2001 between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Browns needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. In the closing minutes of the game, the Browns were down by 5 points and were driving towards the Jaguars' end zone. On a critical fourth down play, Quincy Morgan caught the ball and advanced 3 yards before fumbling. Initially, the referees ruled it as a fair catch and awarded the Browns a first down. However, the play was subsequently reviewed, which violated NFL rules as a replay cannot be initiated once another play has begun. The officials decided to overturn the ruling, giving possession to the Jaguars, which secured the victory. But Browns fans were livid, like a bunch of whack jobs. They started chucking glass and beer bottles down at the field towards Jaguars players. The bottle struck Jaguars cornerback Kawaki Thomas, sports writer Dennis Maniloff, and even an executive from the stadium security firm. The game was briefly paused due to safety concerns, with the field being covered in shards of glass. The officials initially considered canceling the game, but the NFL ordered both teams to resume play. I guess we could blame the refs for instigating that moment. 5. Patrick Mahomes' brother. Have you seen the clip of the fan who danced at the memorial of an NFL player? This person was none other than Patrick Mahomes' younger brother Jackson. He made headlines for all the wrong reasons when he danced on the memorial logo of the late Sean Taylor at FedEx Field, home of the Washington football team. Needless to say, fans were not happy with his disrespectful behavior, and the backlash was swift and severe. Despite being well known on TikTok, Jackson quickly learned that his fame didn't give him a free pass to do whatever he wanted. After receiving immense backlash online, he eventually came to his senses and issued a public apology on Twitter. He expressed regret for his insensitive behavior and acknowledged the pain that he had caused Taylor's family and fans. 6. Winning a bet. In Super Bowl 55 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs, there was a moment of excitement when Yuri Andrade stormed the field in a pink leotard. Andrade and his fans had planned the stunt beforehand as a way to advertise for an adult website and potentially make money from a Super Bowl streaker prop bet. Andrade wasn't just fooling around on the field in his little getup. He displayed some serious agility by executing a spin move to juke out the security guards near midfield and continued his streaking run toward the end zone. capped off this spectacle by sliding into the end zone as if he were sliding into home base in baseball. Although he did not get to keep the money he would have won from the bet, the stunt gained him tons of popularity. He's amassed nearly 200,000 followers on Twitter. 7. Attack on player. It was a classic scene in the game between the Seahawks and the Jaguars. The Seahawks were already struggling and tensions were running high on both sides. Then, in the fourth quarter, a Seahawks player named Quinton Jefferson was ejected from the game. As he was walking off the field, he was greeted with a shower of popcorn and other debris from a group of Jaguars fans. Normally, a player might just brush that off and keep walking, but not Jefferson. He was fired up and started yelling back at the fans. That's when things really escalated. Someone in the crowd decided to throw a bottle at Jefferson, and it nearly hit him in the head. Thankfully, Jefferson didn't get hurt, and he was eventually escorted off the field by security. 8. Snowballs. On Christmas Eve 1995, the San Diego Chargers played a late regular season game against the New York Giants. The Chargers were vying for a win to secure a playoff spot, while the Giants had already been eliminated from playoff contention, making the game inconsequential. But several hundred fans disrupted the game by continuously throwing snowballs onto the field. The situation escalated to the point where the referees had to stop the game in the fourth quarter and threatened to end it early, awarding the win to the Chargers by forfeit if the snowball throwing did not cease. San Diego Chargers equipment manager Sid Brooks got knocked unconscious after getting drilled in the face by a snowball. Poor guy. Security and police attempted to control the situation, leading to the arrest of 14 individuals and the ejection of 175 fans. Additionally, 15 fans and 10 security guards suffered injuries during the heated Christmas Eve affair. 9. Fans brawl. During an August 2021 preseason game between the Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers, the crowd's intense rivalry turned into a violent altercation. This moment began when a man wearing an Aaron Donald Rams jersey got into an argument with other fans seated in front of him. The situation escalated when a woman from another row threw a drink in the vicinity of the argument, further escalating the madness. Things only got worse as more drinks were thrown from higher up in the stands, and fans began to get physically violent with one another. 3 individuals began attacking the original Rams fan while other spectators attempted to intervene. The man wearing the Aaron Donald jersey suffered a significant eye injury during the brawl, and all the people involved were eventually given lifetime bans from the stadium. Let me repeat, this happened during a preseason game. I mean, take a chill pill, guys. Some of these fans lost their minds for no reason. 10. Tom Brady's tattoo. Well, it seems that some NFL fans just can't get enough of their favorite players. Take this Patriots fan, for example, who in 2017 decided to celebrate their team's big win in the most unconventional way possible. That's right, folks, this fan got Tom Brady's face tattooed on their butt. Now, we're not sure if this was the result of too much beer or just sheer devotion to the Patriots, but either way, it's pretty wild. According to sources, the fan waltzed into a tattoo parlor wearing a Tom Brady jersey and announced that they wanted a portrait of the legendary quarterback on their butt cheek. Emily Arsenault, who worked at the shop, said, "And we were just like, okay, let's do it." And just like that, a work of art was created. We're not sure what the inspiration was behind this tattoo, but one thing's for sure, this fan is definitely committed to the Patriots.